What's good, y'all? It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talks, TC Fitness, and I'm back at it again. Here with another video for the YouTube channel. I gotta start brushing my hair, man. Now, people are too far gone, bruh. That's how I want to start this video off. Of course, you already know I'm going to talk about the system. They've been trying to silence some TikTok channels. They've been trying to silence some YouTubers as well because no matter what, they don't want the truth to get out, right? And then you already know I got my angel with me at all times. I carry her with me at all times, so she with me for this video. All right, if you don't know me, because obviously I have new supporters every day. I'm Terrence. I don't like to consider myself a YouTuber. I'm just a person that creates YouTube videos and I try to reach the masses of people to let you guys know the truth about this human experience. And when I say, people are too far gone, or if you see me talking about the 9 to 5 system, you see me making videos about jobs and lack of job security, and it's because majority of us have been lied to throughout our entire childhood, and that affects you because as you get older, right, and you start doing the right thing, which is what you're taught to do, is go to school, get good grades, graduate, get a degree, things of that nature, and you see like people still struggling working a full-time job, it's like, damn, like, who bamboozled me? Now, a lot of us have, you know, been bamboozled, especially if you didn't come from a family that had like financial literacy and knew about stocks and real estate and how money truly works. A lot of our parents only knew like, you know, just the typical work a 9 to 5 job so that they could take care of you and make sure you're okay. Right? But when I say a lot of people are too far gone, I mean you can try to explain it now that obviously the system that we are participating in, it ain't what it's caked up to be because people working full time still struggling. And what you really got to learn is investing into the markets, investing into real estate, um, playing the game, because money itself is a game, but it's a game that they don't want us to truly know because they want to keep you working. They want you to be it's like being an NPC in your own reality. It's like working to constantly generate income for somebody else, but never truly knowing how to generate income for yourself. Right. So we try to explain it to people out loud. They look at you like you're crazy. Um, you know, the older generation is really kind of stuck in their ways, and in my generation, we on the come up, and Gen Z is on the come up as well. But I feel like if y'all don't learn the skills on how to generate income in your sleep, you're gonna be cooked. Okay? Uh, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You're gonna be cooked. Um, a lot of people are also like too far gone when it comes down to. A lot of people don't know about frequency and vibrations, right? The energy that you put out into the world, whether it's positive or negative, you got to pay attention to that, right? The way that you treat people, the way that you treat yourself, um, the words that you speak, right? All of that holds power. And I know a lot of people is addicted to like the low vibrational music, for example, the rap music, the drill music, and all that stuff that keeps you at a low vibrational frequency. Um, it's like a divide and conquer tactic with the with the people, especially my people, right? And I say that with all due respect, but it's just the truth, right? A lot of people would rather go out there and try to catch a come up and go out there and try to, you know, attack people and rob people and all this extra stuff, corny stuff, is whack stuff, right? Just for some money. But That's the frequency and the vibration that you on. You're in low vibration. You in envy, you in jealousy, you in fear, right? Um, it becomes very, very repetitive, and like a lot of people, like that's all that they know too. It's being in the streets. But that stuff is not cool. It's not cool for humanity, bro. Like people gotta learn how to treat people the way that you want to be treated. Treat people with respect and dignity and empathy. You feel me? I know a lot of stuff starts off at the home. So even with your life at home, like parents need to learn how to love on their children. You know what I'm saying? So that they don't gotta go to the streets and look for the love. Like and then the lack of money, the stress over money. This is why I say when you making money from these jobs, you gotta put some of that money to work. You gotta learn what you gotta take the time out to teach yourself the things that weren't taught to you about money. Majority of people do stupid stuff because of the lack of it. You understand what I'm saying? Majority of people have envy and jealousy in their heart because they see somebody that's doing quote unquote better than them when you should not be in competition with anybody. But from their sense, they feel like, oh, this person doing better than me, so I want to be envious and jealous of you. So I'm just gonna wish bad on your life, which is crazy. I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to be, become the person that they want to become. I want everybody to win. Everybody don't got the same heart as me. Everybody don't have the same thinking pattern as me, right? I do wish that all jobs pay people livable wages or livable salaries. I do wish that you know people weren't struggling, but that's wishful thinking, right? Now, what they meaning the people that run the media and the people that run these corporations that's keeping you working, what they fear is educated people. What they fear is people coming together, you know? What they fear is people learning the system. I'm trading my time for money. I gotta wait 2 weeks for a paycheck. I know that this paycheck ain't about to stretch. I gotta figure something out. I gotta figure something out, bro. And I feel like if more people had the tools, if more people had the capability to learn about the stock market, to learn about real estate, to teach themselves these things, there will be a lot less crime. There will be a lot less violence. There will be a lot less like people just trying to trying to do the negative stuff for money, if that makes sense, bro. I just wish our people came together and really seen things with a bigger through a different lens with a bigger picture. You trade time for money, but you're still stressing over the amount of money that you're making because you don't think outside of the box. You let the corporations, the jobs, the media, you keeping yourself in the box. Let's just put it that way. Because we can't always blame other people. What we put our attention to, what we put our energy to, it grows. So we can't always put the blame on other people. I don't watch TV, right? I ain't gonna front you. I did watch the Super Bowl, be honest with y'all, but I didn't really care much for it. Um, I'd rather be on YouTube or watch YouTube. I study the financial markets. I study my own personal habits, trying my best to teach it to other people, right? Stock market, real estate, X, Y, Z. I stay in my own lane. I don't have friends for real. I got people that I know, um, and I got people that I'm cool with, but I mostly stick to myself, and I try my best to, stay out the way, figure this thing out, because I know that there's some higher forces that really don't want you to know what's going on for real, and they constantly keeping people distracted, and they constantly keeping you in this loop that you can't see with these two eyes. You can't see the fact that you're you're working for something that they're printing out of thin air. You think that you about to do this for 25, 30, 40 years and be okay when you're not going to be okay. You're not going to get rich or wealthy, you know? But I don't know, man. I just want my people to wake up. I want my people to realize like the power has always been within us. The power has always been within the people. We don't have to conform to these things. We don't have to be attached to anything. You don't have to try to look rich to impress random strangers. You don't have to do these things, bro. You gotta unlearn. You gotta realize you was bamboozled your entire life. You gotta realize it was a script, but you gotta find a way to create your own life. Create the life that you want for yourself, that you see for yourself. The more assets that you own over time, the less time you gotta spend working for the money, if that makes sense. The more faith you put into corporations and thinking that they're gonna take care of you, the less faith you take away from yourself and being self-sufficient and learning things about yourself. It's all a game, y'all. A lot of people too far gone. Don't be one of those people. Protect your mind, protect your energy. Take life one day at a time. Be creative, be expressive. Work on things that can add value to people's lives. And please put your money to work, bro, because your money should have a job just like you have a job. Have a good day, yeah.